So Fulham 0, Arsenal 1. Set Piece FC are back again. Kenny was at the game. Make sure you follow Kenny Ken 1972 on Insta. For 50 minutes, Kenny, it was looking a bit ominous. It was like, this ain't going well, is it? And Fulham were causing us all sorts of problems in the first 20. We rode the storm, got to half time. I thought, okay, let's come back out second half, see what we're made of. Yeah, because last year we dropped points there. Yeah, and having seen Man City pick up their win with Haaland, who knew, scoring again. Liverpool obviously playing Man United tomorrow. It was imperative we got a win. Yeah, we got a win. It weren't pretty. And again, it was a set play. But at the same time, I see a stat earlier, 67% of our goals this season in the Prem have been set plays. And whilst that's good, they had 0 shots on target today. Yeah, I think our defence has been better this season than last season. However, I don't think that this is sustainable in terms of we can score off set plays. It's part of the game, and I'm cool with that. I don't know why everyone cries about it. But some of our performers out there today, I thought were awful, Kenny, yeah? And today it didn't matter.
Yeah, I will.
But when it really matters, is this sustainable just scoring off of set plays? What did you make of it being at the ground, mate? And what was it like?
Well, first and foremost, we had some fantastic seats. We saw everything. I want to talk about the penalty incident, and I just want to say, like, Anthony Taylor, that tackle from Kevin on Saka, that was a blatant, pure tackle. We're right in front of it, and he got the ball. It was perfect to the extent everyone was shocked in the away end that a penalty was given, and we knew that the referee was going to sort of like overturn it, because I saw him speaking to Leno, and he immediately told Leno to calm down, that he will have a look at it. I think the referee knew as soon as he gave the penalty, he knew he made a mistake. So that's one thing cleared up. The penalty involving enquiries, my brother says that that it was a bit of a foul. We were right behind it. He did hold the ball up. There was a bit of contact, but it wasn't too much contact. But let's start again. You talked about how our defence was solid. It didn't start off that way. We were giving the ball away a lot of times. Gabriel Magalhaes gave the ball away. Fulham were intercepting them. I thought their best player in the first half was Wilson. I thought Wilson was fantastic. Yeah, Wobie got into the game a lot. Sander Berg looked like he had so much time on the ball, but they were really getting their faces. I thought Jimenez was so unlucky not to score today. I thought he really put us under a lot of pressure. Eze was terrible today. I'm sorry to say. I'm a big Eze fan, but let's cut through the red tape. It was poor. He was giving the ball away. He was slow in possession. That was not a good advertisement for someone who wants to be the number 10. If I was Odegaard, I wouldn't lose too much sleep over there. He needs to get a bit better, because with Ethan getting in the wings, much better. Saka, I thought Sessegnon played really well in that first half. Trossard, I thought, sometimes he needs to, to get the ball out of his feet a bit quicker. Gyökeres worked hard. He had a shot in the first half, good save from the keeper. And it was one of those things where Fulham would have been happier. But one thing I've always said in podcasting yourself and fan caves, if you're on top against Arsenal, you've got to score, because if you don't, you'll regret it. And I think the second half, Fulham got a bit tired. They got tired, tired legs. Keane did his best as he could, got a few knocks, and then that's when we came into it. Just good little set piece, flick on, Trossard pokes it in. It was an ugly goal. It wasn't the best of goals, but that's what you got to do. Fulham's not easy. They're a bloody good team. I heard they had 5 players out. When you saw their performance today, you didn't notice it. You didn't notice Tete not playing. You didn't notice Robertson not playing. You didn't notice Maniz not playing. You didn't. Lukic, I know I was speaking to my good friend Yusuf, who watches this. He's a Fulham fan. He says that they missed Lukic. And I suppose they did, but clearly didn't do too badly. Declan Rice today and Zubimendi. Zubimendi goes a bit of control of that setting off. Declan Rice running his nuts off. I set that really hard.
I thought they were both poor in the first half, but Rice got better the longer the game went on. Same with Zubimendi, to be fair.
They gave us control in that setting off. Rice played where I wanted him to play, where get further up, leave all that stuff to Zubimendi. He's better in it than you. I thought that's when we started to play a bit better. Saka got in the game a lot. He's so tenacious. He don't give a. You can kick him all day long.
The second half of that game, and even in the first half, I didn't think he was great. I thought Calafiori was our best player in the first half.
Calafiori, let's just talk about Calafiori. Calafiori, let me tell you something now. All the Miles Lewis Skelly fans, pipe down. He's got a battle to get his shirt back, because I'll tell you one thing. I always said, and you've got the tapes, that when this guy's fully fit, you'll see the best of Calafiori. And right now, you're seeing his best football. He's only going to get better. Keep him fit and keep him. When he gets injured, he's finding himself. It's going to be very difficult. But obviously, in terms of what's going on with fitness, it's going to be hard for Miles Lewis-Skelly to get his place. Timber today, I thought, struggled. I thought he struggled a bit against it.
I thought he was our best player. I can't lie.
No, in the first half, he struggled, mate. He struggled. He had a battle and a half, mate. Wilson gave him a bit of a hard time, and so did the youngster. But he got back in the second half. I thought he played really well. Our defence struggled. Close up, we struggled a bit. Jimenez was really giving us a hard time. He was backing into us. We were giving the ball away in possession. They really got on their faces and pressed the life out of us in that first half. We watched it closely, pitch level. We had to work our nuts off for that. We had to work it out. It wasn't easy. Fulham never made it easy. Second half, yes, we got into it because Fulham got a bit predictable. The best player who looked like scoring a goal for them was Wilson. I thought the guys that came on, Chiroi was really predictable. Smith Rowe was pathetic for them. I don't know. And that's for a Fulham fan. He says that he's put on a bit of timber. And
he did look like he had a bit of timber on, mate. I can't lie.
You can tell Kevin's not ready, but they gave us a game and a half. Normally you can imagine if they had their first team out, who knows? But we're not playing well. Don't buy into this myth that like the Arteta lovers are going to say, "Oh, we're doing." Look, we're just doing enough. We're doing enough, and we're riding our luck.
And we're getting the points on the board, which is good. But at some point, it runs out.
It will, because the other day we've got another difficult game on Tuesday. This time in the Champions League against Atletico Madrid. It's not going to be easy. They are better than Fulham, got better players, got match winners. And then you've got Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace came back from 2-0 down and got a last-minute goal. Mateta got a hat-trick. He is hot. That's going to be another hard game. Don't get me right. I don't know if Crystal Palace have got a game in Europe on Thursday, but either way, they're going to come for it. Pete, Arsenal, if they win the league, it's going to win it the hard way, because at the end of the day, teams are not going to make it easy for us. Even Burnley won't make it easy for us when we get played in.
Let's not rule out Man City as well. Let's not rule out Man City.
Well, they're keeping everything quiet. They're basically doing what, unlike Man City, there's no noise around Man City. Everyone's talking about Liverpool and Arsenal. 2 weeks ago, it was Liverpool, and then it was Arsenal, and then no one's talking about Man City. People write them off because of what happened last season. They even write them off even more when they lost against Spurs at home, and when they basically didn't see the game against Brighton. But let me tell you something now. They got Haaland, can't stop scoring. They've got the best goalkeeper, the best shot stopper in Europe, in Donnarumma. Those two players could be enough for them to challenge. And who knows? Who knows? With Man City, if Haaland's fit and unfit, I'll back Man City will back us. Let's talk about Arsenal's front three. Let's be honest with what I saw today. I'm only going for performances. If you compare our front three on potential with Liverpool's and Man City and Liverpool have got better front threes than us. Gyökeres is still struggling. He worked his nuts off, but that's what he does. He runs a lot. He got in, he held the ball, he had shots. At least he hit his target a couple of times, but there's still a lot more to do for him. He's going to have to shoulder on, because at the end of the day, there's injuries. In terms of Bukayo Saka was out for him. Trossard got his goal. He came in it a bit, but there's still a little bit of quality that we're missing from our front.
It's all a little bit clumsy, isn't it?
It's clumsy. Well, I tell you what, you take Bukayo Saka out of that front three, and we're fucked.
Different ball game, yeah.
Because
you do the same with Declan Rice in midfield. Just take Rice out of that midfield and we're fucked.
Yeah, but you're not going to be fucked on quality though with Rice. What you're going to be fucked with is work rate and energy, and that's what Declan's very good at. In terms of to take the play, Zubimendi still our go-to man for taking the play. But let me say second half, I was very pleased with Declan. I was very pleased with Zubimendi.
I said this on the podcast the other day. It's almost like he looks worn out after 20 minutes.
Well, I think
he just finds a second wind and he just keeps going and going.
At the end of the game, he was blowing, and I thought he was knackered. Zubimendi, could have licked up the cigar in the second half. But it was a hard-fought win. It was work rate.
What did you make of Eze today? Because I thought he was shocking.
I said it earlier in this like I said, this our like I said, telecast right now. Eze was shocking, and at the end of the day, you need to realise, man, you need to grab games like by the scruff of the neck. It's no good trying to do the simple things and pass your game and just keep it simple. That's cowardly. When you're at Arsenal, you've got to take the games by the scruff of the neck. Don't just do enough just to stay in the team. No. We didn't pay £70 million for you nearly. We paid £60-something million for you to take risks. When you're at Arsenal, you're a big club, you take risks because the onus is on you to try and win games. That game was a no-risk performance, and it backfired. There were situations where he wasn't getting passes, maybe he wasn't giving shots. He's trying too hard to get Goyhurst in the game, and he started to give the ball away. He was rightly subbed at 60 minutes.
Yep, totally agree. I'm just watching Osasuna miss 3 or 4 chances in a 10-second period against Atleti. It's still 0-0 at Atleti. Baena went off. Sorloth came on off the bench. Yeah, off the bench. Yeah, they've got a good squad, man. This is going to be a tough game, and obviously you're going to be there. Last time we played Atleti at the Emirates, Kenny, we drew 1-1. Yeah, and we should have battered them about 6-0 that night, shouldn't we?
I'm sorry, mate. I dropped me 5, didn't it? Yeah.
No, I said last time we played Atleti, we should have.
Dying.
No, go on. I'll let you go.
Yeah,
I'll let you go. Go on. On to
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
On to Tuesday. Yeah, but first thing you want to say to everyone, it's been a fantastic time. It's lovely in this part of West London, nice and posh. But I don't belong here. I'm going to get back to North London. So I'll see you guys soon.
Love you, mate. Take care.
Love you, love you. Bye.
See you, mate.